What's up, guys? It's John with National Sports Entertainment, and I wanted to knock out tomorrow's Christmas schedule. I enjoy the NBA Christmas slate. I'm a sucker for nostalgia, so I figured I'd cover it. I'll probably be watching some of these tomorrow just because I feel like they do some crazy things for the Christmas games. Not to mention, got a lot of people in the family that like basketball for some reason, so we'll be probably having that on. But anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Christmas Eve so far in a festive season. And hopefully we can have some luck tomorrow. Technically today. Anyway, we actually, feels like the second or third week in a row in the NFL. I think we had a losing record, but we were up, I think five, we did well. I think we're up like 5 units. Just because we had a strong Thursday. The plays that we put more into, like the Falcons, came through. Again, I think we might have finished 7-7 with the Patriots cover. I thought that was a win no cover for sure, but yeah, I'm glad we took the cover. And we got a couple games for tomorrow. If you didn't see, my very last video before this one covers those 3 games. So if you're curious who I like and why I went into all that, we got a couple upsets for tomorrow. Now, looking at the NBA, the first game is my favorite. There's no maybes. It's definitely my favorite game. The Bucks just routed the Knicks. The Bucks are up 3-0 in the series for the season so far. These two could definitely meet in the playoffs. And they're pushing Brunson differently this year. It's Christmas. I believe last year I went into this in my Patreon video. So if you saw that, then you know what I'm going to say. But it's interesting because last year I had saw the lines about 3 months before Christmas. Like when the season started, they had the Christmas lines out. Before anybody knew the Knicks were going to be a pretty good team. That's why I had them making the playoffs last year. And they were like 3-point dogs against the Celtics at the time. Made absolutely no sense. And this makes no sense. The Bucks just, again, squashed the Knicks. I imagine Mitchell Robinson's going to be playing. They've been pushing him a lot. Let me see. Okay, so I don't even know what that stands for. I'm just going to say officially fined or suspended. I don't even know what it stands for, to be quite honest. But I imagine he's not playing. Either way, we see that Giannis is a game-time decision, so that's going to play a role. I'm kind of curious what OFS stands for, and I'll be honest. Oh, is it out for season? I'm guessing it's out for season. Yeah, okay, he's out for the season. So no Mitchell Robinson. So even more interesting. I thought they would definitely build him as the counter to Giannis. Not just Giannis, but the big men. They were really positioning him as a ridiculous big man. But that makes this line even more suspicious. I have a feeling Giannis might get a light load. And even if he plays, this 3.5 makes no sense. I love the Knicks here for the cover. I would normally say for the win, but I just have a feeling. I brought this up in the last time they played. It didn't work out, but I think it's going to work out this time. I think the last shot's going to come down to, like, Brunson. I really do. He's been carrying this team. You know, him dropping something like 40 is definitely in the realm of possibilities on Christmas. And I think it's going to be a close game. So you can get good value at the money line. But I like the cover. So I like the Knicks for game 1 of our, quintuple header. For game 2 of the quintuple header, I like the Warriors for the cover. Thought about taking the win, but again, I'll take the points here. My logic is I think they're going to go on a little bit of a spree without Draymond. You know, with Draymond, you'd expect this kind of line. So they're basically saying the guy's expendable. And I think it just makes sense to have the Warriors win. You know, I think they've won like 2 games. I don't think they've lost since they've had Draymond suspended. I could be wrong. Yeah, a little bit. So they were winning with Draymond, obviously, but nice little winning streak without him. And I think they're going to continue that. The Nuggets took game 1. It's not that it always happens, but I do think that we get season splits a lot. So I'll take the Warriors here for the cover. Celtics Lakers, I like the Lakers straight up. I went into this already. Very peculiar that my Super Bowl pick and my NBA final pick. They both play on Christmas. Obviously, with good teams, you're going to get that, but it's interesting the odds of getting both of them. Celtics Lakers is my preseason NBA pick. If anybody wants to watch I put it out during the season as well. But if you watch my rankings video, I went into why I think these two teams make sense. Again, then the Lakers went again and won the in-season tournament, so I have to reassess a little bit. But I'm still riding with these two. I think they make sense. The Celtics specifically. But I think the Lakers are going to take this game. I think more money will be on Boston. And I think they want to give the Lakers a little bit of a streak. Then the next two I like too. The next two, not as much narrative, just seem like straight up traps. We got the 76ers playing the Heat. And I think the Heat are going to cover. They're saying Joel Embiid might not play. Same thing as Giannis. Only I think they might have ruled out Embiid. And with or without him, I just have a feeling. Obviously, NBA he's ruled out. Obviously, Embiid is a monster. But the Heat have not done too much this year, so I feel like this is an important game for them to win. This rivalry's been a big one. They've played each other the last several postseasons. And it's their first one here in the regular season. I have a feeling the Heat are going to get this win, get the cover. So I like that for Game 4. And for the final game, I like the Suns for the cover. The Mavericks just pounded the Spurs. I don't think they had Wemby. I think he got hurt. I can't make this up. Stepping on a basketball before the game. Probably broke his whole body. Again, to put in perspective, the guy weighs less than Devin Booker. I just started going back to the gym, and in about a week, I'm going to weigh more than the man. I'm about 6'1", so yeah, it's a joke. There's no way this guy or Chet would actually be in the NBA. I mean, at least realistically, Chet did miss the entire season last year, so maybe they understand that there's just no believability in these guys hanging with Zion and hanging with Anthony Davis, etc., Jokic. But either way, Wemby got hurt stepping on a basketball, so I get that's why the Mavericks pulverized them. But even still, Luka's looking unstoppable. The Suns have been inconsistent. Anytime the public sees, in my opinion, a team that's well above 500 versus a team that can't really put together a streak, they're going to take the team getting plus 160, something like that, 150, 160. So it could be a win, no cover. But I think people are going to be on the points as well. So I like the Suns here for the cover. I think we're going to go like 4 out of 5 tomorrow. We do. It's a limited sample. Last Christmas we did good, but a lot of times when there's like 4 games in the NBA, sometimes there's only 2 with the doubleheader. We seem to split at the worst. We rarely seem to go like 1-4 or like 0-2 or 1-3. I don't want to jinx us on Christmas, but especially what this channel's been through on Christmas. But I can say that I have a lot of confidence in these picks. 3 of the 5 just look like complete traps. The Heat, the Suns, and the Knicks. And then the other 2, I think, again, because the narratives, because the public, that's why I like the Warriors and the Lakers. So the straight-up win is going to be for the Lakers. The rest are going to be covers. Although, playing some on the Knicks win, like if you want to, I think is just fine. I really think that they will win the game. I just want to be safe and take the 3.5. Of all 5 games, I believe in this game the most, so I would put the most on this one. Like, this is a 3-legger for 4 units. That just the faith I have in the Knicks for the cover. And again, I don't think it would hurt to pick Brunson to do like 30 points and combine that with the Knicks win. Usually when they win, it's just him and Randall going off, so it's nothing crazy. And Randall could be the guy to go off, but I think they might try and push something here. They've been pushing it all year where it's like, 3 different guys got 20 or 2 different guys got 40. I'm wondering if they're going to pull something with Giannis, if he plays, of course, Dame, Brunson, and Randall, where like the 4 of them drop 30 each, where they're like, for the first time, and I don't know, 4 or 5 guys got 30 points. I could see that happening. They love running with those narratives, and I just think on Christmas we're going to get the upset where the Knicks win. But again, I love the cover. The upset I would sprinkle just because We just saw it with the Chargers. You know, I called them to cover easily, but get the upset as well. And you don't want to put too much on it and mitigate your or negate your winnings. But like I said, I think that they're gonna win. But the official plays are the Knicks cover, the Warriors cover, the Lakers win, the Heat cover, and the Suns cover. As far as over-unders, there's none that really stuck out to me that I love. Some look pretty good, but like Bucks Knicks, I am inclined to take the under, thinking people are going to hammer the over. But you never know. It's Christmas, so I kind of stay away from that. And none of these teams are drastically bad. If the Pacers were playing, we'd be taking the under. If like the Clippers were playing, we'd be taking the over. But none of these teams really fall into that. I guess that gap of just horrible teams against the spread. On the over under. They're all pretty much in the middle of the group, so nothing too crazy. None of the lines look too suspicious outside of the ones I went over, but the over under lines don't look too suspicious. So yeah, hopefully we have a good day. It'd be nice to hit all five. Obviously, the odds suggest we won't, but even catching three would be nice because we got a money line in here, and I think we're gonna do 4 of the 5. I don't know why. I think we're gonna get 4 of these 5. Again, the Heat looks like a lock. Suns looks really good. Lakers is the only one that I'm kind of 50-50 on. I like them though. I do like the odds, and I think the more money's going to be on the Celtics. Knicks I think is great, and then yeah, Warriors is the Draymond Green narrative. I think it's interesting if they keep up their winning streak without him, and then they can start amping up trading him during the when the deadline talks come up. I think that would make a lot of sense. Send him to Detroit or something, just some shitty squad, and punish him. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but they're going to do something, in my opinion. So, yeah, there's my 5 picks. Again, I hope you guys have a great Christmas. I'll probably be back on probably the 27th. The 26th, I don't know what games are going on. We'll see. We could probably hit the 26th. Like I said, I'll be busy tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of people will be busy tomorrow. But I thought I had a little bit of a window. I already knew who I liked, so I figured I'd get these out. So anybody that wanted to play NBA, I know a lot of people like doing the cross sports. So something like, you could do something just for fun, like a Knicks. I got the Ravens winning outright, so Knicks Ravens would pay a lot. Or if Giants, I would suggest taking them straight up. If I was, if you're gonna take them, putting them in a parlay would just be pretty deflating if they do win and then the other team doesn't. But like I said, I have my NFL video out for Monday. So I think we'll finish the week doing pretty good. We could finish the week up double digits. It really depends on what the Ravens do. The the other ones are important, but the Ravens Niners game is it's got the best value. Plus, I think it's the amount of units. I'm playing it for 2 units versus the 1 unit, just because I really think that there's going to be much more money on the Niners. But like I said, I go into all 3 games in greater detail. I don't want to take too much time. But yeah, we got a total of 8 games. So we'll see how we do. I think we'll do good. And again, after what happened to the channel last Christmas, maybe this Christmas we get the 180 and Santa puts a couple W's in our stocking. So take care. Merry Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, and happy earnings.